Hello everyone, this is Fuzzmuz and welcome back to another video. In this video, as you can see by the title, we're going to be talking about the Animal Jam Worth Wiki and if it actually affects the economy in a bad or good way. Well, to talk about how it affects the economy, we're going to need to understand how they get the worths for the items and what the Worth Wiki is in general. Well, the Worth Wiki is a website on fandom which basically holds all the information on almost every item in Animal Jam and how much each item is worth in the actual game. But how do they get these worths? Well, they have this Discord server, and in the Discord server, members are able to post trade attempts and shopping attempts, which are just what you trade or someone trades you for an item or how much you sell or see an item sell for. They use these attempts to value all the items in the game. Say you have something like a pink long, which recently went crazy in its worth, but we're going to talk about that later. And the moderators of the Worth Wiki see enough people trade a black long for it. Again, just an example. But imagine if the worth of a pink long is only 25 den betas. The mods might decide to change the worth of a pink long to a black long. The Discord server also lets people submit suggestions for worth. I actually dibble dabble a few suggestions here and there. I'm the reason why rose gold elf tail armor and bracelets are now worth a good long wrist, and I recently suggested the fancy lace go down, which they did eventually change. Now that we know how it all actually works, let's talk about an item like den betas. Den betas have recently gone down in diamond worth for the reason that people always sell items a little bit under listed. Most people will sell items a little bit under its listed worth because it will quite obviously sell easier. People do this because they want diamonds fast and are willing to take a risk for a potential loss of the diamonds. But when the Worth Wiki sees the den betas sell for lower over and over, they will eventually lower the actual price of the den betas, which is the list of worth, which now means players who are looking to buy den betas don't want them to buy at that former cheap price and now look for a price under its now listed worth. To put into retrospect, 3 months ago, member den betas were worth around 20 diamonds, and people would sell them at 18 to 19 for a cheap price. But now they are worth around 15 diamonds because the Worth Wiki keeps changing them. Personally, I won't even buy them at 15 and will only buy them around 10, which probably means they're going to keep going down in diamond worth. Of course, diamond worths are completely different than trading worth, and trading the den beta has gone down a little bit, but it is generally the same worth as before the diamond price kept lowering. So we've talked about the Worth Wiki and its diamond prices and how that works, but what about trading? Earlier, we were talking about an example with a pink long. If you keep track of the economy at all, you'll know the pink long went from like less than 20 den betas to 2 black longs in less than a month and back down to 25 den betas. You might not be surprised to find out that the Worth Wiki has a big role in this, hence why we're talking about it. Well, just think if the Worth Wiki didn't change the listed worth of the pink long. Would people even consider trading 2 black longs like they once did? That's a big question. And while it's not necessarily an answerable question, it might be able to be predicted. Of course, it's opinionated because it's a question you have to predict, but in my opinion, the pink long crisis could have been avoided if the Worth Wiki stayed out of it, which isn't really a thing that happens, but a lot of people follow the Worth Wiki, and when they change something popular like a pink long, it draws a lot of attention, which usually makes people spaz out and do crazy trades like 2 black longs for a single pink long. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there and let you decide if the Worth Wiki is bad for their economy or not. With that being said, I do think the Worth Wiki and all the people there are awesome and work their butts off. I don't think changes to variety items change much, but they might need be a bit more careful with the big items like spikes. Thanks for all the support on the streams again and videos, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. See ya.